Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Pet Error Podcast. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest myths I've come across in the pet industry. You can't charge premium pricing. It's something we hear from a little bit of everyone on every vertical. But we really want to tell you that today you can, in fact, charge premium and you absolutely should. I'll explain to you on this episode exactly how I did it. And so I kind of want to take you back to a time when I first started my pet business. I'll be real with you. I wasn't sure premium pricing would ever work as a dog walker. You always hear people kind of quitting their jobs, walking dogs for a little bit and moving on to the next thing. But I really had a plan to roll out a luxury service for my clients as I had known working with Lexus and Mercedes. It's just something I really wanted to do. Renzo and Ruby were my two dogs, and it's what I wanted for them, and then it's what I wanted for my clients. And so when you think of premium, you may think of like hotels, vehicles, like I said. But as I know as a pet mom, when I think of premium, I think about rolling out the top of the line for my animals. I definitely have affluent spending when it comes to my dogs because over time I have learned that the quicker you pay for it, the quicker you're going to be able to enjoy your life on the other side. And so that, my friends, is really what premium is. Being able to provide a lifestyle to the customer so they can get what they need either quicker, faster, or with more ease. People thought pet services had to be affordable. I know a lot of times we're trying to compete with the teenager or the guy that's popping up next door, but we wanted to really challenge that idea. And so I started offering one simple service, just one visit per day. That's how we started. But soon I saw the opportunity to both upsell and downsell based on our clients' needs. We end up moving to 2 visits a day. Then we added after hours. We became very clear that clients would pay for the convenience and the customization. So clients, of course, who want to do like happy hour when they got off work, we had that option available for them. That allowed us to keep our staff on more hours, closing out the business 5 or 6 o'clock if we needed to. But offering premium boarding options like early check-ins, late checkouts, taxi, and then suddenly we noticed that our average client value shot up from typically 400 a client to now 600 to 900 when you added boarding in per month. Clients were happy to pay this because we were providing top-notch, reliable service. We were not just becoming part of their routine, but we became part of the entire family's routine. And guys, that's really the key. You want to be so good that they want more of you and they can't live without you. And really, that is premium. Okay. So this is a belief in the pet industry that I've seen coaching and being in a lot of Facebook groups is that they use the phrase we're capped. We can't charge that much because we're capped. No one's going to pay that. No one's going to do that in my small town where I'm from. But capped is simply just not true. Capped is really the mindset you have. Your limiting belief is really what's capped. If you're thinking that your clients is going to go somewhere that's cheaper, maybe they are, and that's okay. You want to ask yourself, do you want to roll out a Ritz-Carlton experience or do you want to roll out a Holiday Inn experience? Holiday Inn, still okay, but not great. And so for us, we wanted to show our town that our clients were in fact receiving the Ritz-Carlton experience when it came to pet care. Okay. It just feels different. It looks different. And that's just what it was. But we see that in the industry, we really revolve around trust and love and care. And so people were willing to pay and invest in their pet's well-being. I don't know about you, but I would not pay someone for free to take care of my dog that wasn't going to love and cherish them. And so price for me really wasn't an option when it came to my babies when I was not around and I wasn't there to see what was going on. That may be you, but that's 1000% your customer. The truth is we can charge more and you want to think about how this is done. So if you are a trainer, trainers right now are charging upwards of $300 per hour. And it's not uncommon for groomers, especially top groomers, to charge 200 plus a visit, especially our groomers who are experts in the dye game. If you see the dogs walking around looking like a cheetah, you know they're expert in the dye game. And that comes with expertise. That comes with a lot of training that they invested in their craft. And that's why the price is the price. So you may be asking yourself, like, how can I articulate this to the client? You want to think, how much would I pay if my dog no longer lunged at guests when they ran into the house? So when I have people come over a glass of wine and chill out with me, but my dog was always going off and being obnoxious and just lunging at my guests, how much would I pay to get that fixed? If I had to leave my desk at work when I was in a big project or, getting closer with my coworkers or needing to go into a meeting, but I had to run home to take the dog out every single day, okay? Every single day. That's 20 days in a month. And then I had to run back every day, back to my desk, regroup, calm down, and then like pick up where I left off. How much would that cost me? I know for me stopping and going could cost me multiple clients because time is literally money for what I do. Okay. And so you want to think about like, how much is that mental load? How much would it cost you if your dog no longer smelled like corn chips? Like, you want to cuddle and be with this companion that you have in your home, but now they smell and they're collecting foxtails in their coat because their coat is so long and it's matted. Okay. You don't really want to snuggle with your dog anymore, and the companion no longer feels like a companion. Like, how much would you pay for that? How much would you pay to keep your dog stimulated all day, preventing them from destroying the house and so on and whatnot? And the tables and shoes you have to pay for to fix that. Like, how much would you pay for that? And so, really, what we're selling is the ability to articulate what it is we actually do and the end value the client's going to receive from partnering with us. So if you guys catch anything from the Pet Error podcast, it is being okay and comfortable with selling. Selling means that you are showing your client the value with the words you're using. And so I want you all to learn that from my experience, from my 22 years being in sales and then bringing that sales game to the pet game. So why do some of us still believe that we have to offer discounts? Why do some of us believe that we still have to keep our prices so low? Now, low is relative. I base pricing off of market, based off taxes, insurance, staff, payroll expenses, gas, mileage, like the whole shebang. If you're looking at your profit and loss statement right now, that's how you're going to be valuing how much this costs. Does this even make sense for me?
If you've been intrigued by this episode, join us in the AC Universe. The AC Universe is our behind the scenes community outside of social media where we turn off distractions and dissect each episode. You can ask pressing questions about your business and discover how you can implement these ideologies you hear on each episode into your current operation. Subscribe now to dive deeper.
So low. Now, low is relative. I base pricing off of market, based off taxes, insurance, staff, payroll expenses, gas, mileage, like the whole shebang. If you're looking at your profit and loss statement right now, that's how you're going to be valuing how much this costs. Does this even make sense for me to leave my sofa right now? Because what I'm charging, I'm not even going to see a return at all. I've seen a lot of your books, and that is the question that we fix immediately is when you leave your house or you're paying one of your top staff members, you're giving them all of your profit. So at this point, it doesn't even make sense to be in business. That's how you're going to decide how much you should charge based on your expenses. Okay. You want to think about what a client would consider, and that's what you're showing them. This is how much it costs of the upkeep to either groom, train, breed, walk, pet sit your animal. Simple as that, okay? I would say to stop thinking that you need to give a discount. It's actually insulting to a lot of people where they're like, I don't think that's necessary, but sure, if you just want to randomly give me a discount right now, like, okay. It makes people feel kind of off put because they're just wondering like where it came from. Or they sign up at a higher price and they notice that you're always now giving more and more discounts after they've already signed up. Like, it kind of contradicts what you're doing in your business. These gestures for sure are limiting to you as the owner and then also the growth of your business. I will tell you guys, in my pet era, when I saw myself as a luxury brand, that changed everything about my business. Not about just the service, but about the experience we were providing. When clients trust you with their pets, they're investing in way more than just care, okay? They're investing in peace of mind, and that's worth a lot. A lot. For me, it wasn't about charging a higher price. It was about delivering more value and creating an experience that people like couldn't get anywhere else. I knew for a fact what everyone in my industry and in my neighborhood were doing, and I knew that I was rolling out all the stops, and I felt so good about it. Like, I just love getting the feedback and the reviews and the comments, and our team also noticing like, wow, I can't believe you guys do all this. Like, no one else does this. I know. That's what makes us great, and we love it here. Okay. You got to think about what kind of person you want to be in this industry. Like, what do you want to be known for? For me, it was a premium experience. I wanted to also hire really great people that I could give them a competitive wage to do more what we were already doing. And that, my friends, is the secret to scaling. Be able to afford to do more what you're doing at scale. Okay. So it wasn't just about like slapping a higher price tag on something. We earn those premium prices by offering the best service. Okay. Anticipating our clients' needs and making it clear that we were a trusted partner in their pet's life. Like, I wasn't just a walker, sitter, or groomer. I am your pet partner in this. And when it comes to your pet, I got you. Okay? If your pet provider came at you with that energy, like, how would you feel? These are my people. This is my entourage. So as you may have heard in previous episodes, one thing that I did that really helped, of course, was offering packages and upselling. It wasn't just about those one-off services that didn't keep the lights on or didn't keep the doors swinging. We created recurring plans. So instead of just one visit a day, it became two. Boarding became an opportunity for early and late checkouts and more customized options. The more convenience we offered, the more clients were willing to pay because it made their lives so much easier. How great would it be for you to be at work and the dog walker could come and take out your dog and then swing around at 3 o'clock and just take the dog home with them? Like, my clients loved on Fridays that they would go out of town, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes. The dog would still get their walk in the midday, and then 3 o'clock at check-in for us, we would swing around, get their dog, and it was the same relationship. Like, they knew it was a more so one-stop shop. Now, I'm not telling you to offer everything under the moon. I am not telling you that whatsoever. But certain services that just work and just make sense just feel premium for the client. And that essentially is what changed our order value from 400 to now 6 to 9, depending on if they were doing a small bladder plan, high energy plan, and then with boarding. And so I wouldn't say it was something special now. It just became standard. We stopped letting clients pick like the drop-in one-off services because we knew that we were not going to be able to offer them our highest level of service with those one-off services. Remember I told you guys before, when you're feeling that, and like, oh my God, I got to like cross town or go back where I was just for that one dog, that does not feel good. You can't plan your day. You can't plan your routes. So stop making it like a one-off thing and just make it the norm that you require recurring options, right? And so then you're actually able to provide more convenience, more reliability, and peace of mind because now you can predict what happens in your business. We know that their pets now are in really great hands and they're very much happy to pay that. People, as I said before, will invest in their pets, period. Whether it's daycare, training, grooming, boarding, pet owners will for sure spend on services they trust and they feel good about. So that is your homework for today. Make sure your clients are feeling good about your service. If you're thinking that you're, around the way, Joe Schmo, you probably are. And maybe you can charge premium because you need to reevaluate your operations, your offer, and how you're delivering it. You can do that right here within our program. You can join Automated CEO Universe, and we will show you how to do that. Think about the world that we're in right now. Dogs are practically family members. More and more people are opting not to have children, but to have animals. That is where we are. And that's growing. As an industry, we need to shift how we're thinking about pricing. We're not selling just a service. We're selling a partnered lifestyle for their entire family. You want to think again, high quality, reliability, caring service, willing to pay premium pricing for that vibe. Okay. Are you a vibe? I want to know. Are you a vibe? If you're a vibe, comment in the group that I heard episode 9. And yes, I'm a vibe. Okay. I don't know where that came from. So we're literally on this episode busting that myth together. We're charging premium. We're making sure we can pay our bills. We can make sure we can wake up with a smile. We can cover payroll and we can love on animals because we now run a business firsthand that allows us to do that. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget, you yourself are premium. You are top notch. You deserve it. You're worth it. And don't hesitate to update that price and update your service and update your values to show that. Okay. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Pet Era Podcast. If you're feeling inspired today, I was feeling myself on this podcast, as you can tell, and you're free thinking your pricing and your strategy. Again, I encourage you to start small and gradually build up. One thing for sure is you don't have to mess with your current clients, just leave them alone. Any new clients that come into your doors, offer them the premium pricing and see how that goes. See, no foul. Start fresh. You can just test it right there. Of course, subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on Instagram, Pet Air Podcast, and I will see you inside our community. If you love this episode and you want to vibe out behind the scenes, join us at automatedceo.com/groups and join us for the Pet Air Podcast so we can chat more in the AC universe. If you are already inside our Pet Air everything, then you can go to petairpodcast.com and click on join us behind the scenes. See you on the next one.